Hi, welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about how to live a happier life. Okay, so that's what I feel like we're on in this life. We're all in the pursuit of happiness, and I just want to explain my experiences with finding my happiness and what I'm doing every day to cultivate happiness within me. And if you like this video, you know what to do, honey. Thumbs up, share, subscribe. Okay, so let's get to it. So, how to live a happier life? What do you do to live a happier life? Okay, I can tell you what I used to do. Well, and I just basically used to follow the crowd. I used to always think that happiness was outside of me and always try and find things externally to make me happy. So if I was feeling sad, I'd always be like, okay, shit, what can I do? Let me go buy myself a dress. Let me go do this. And I won't lie, that used to make me a bit happy. I won't lie. Getting a new outfit, what? Getting your hair done, it feels good. It definitely feels good. But what I realized is that it don't last, okay? And let's be real, okay? There's no one that's always happy 24/7 every single day of their life. We have a wide range of emotions for a reason, and it's important to also honor that, okay? You can't always be happy, but the one thing that you can start doing to live a more happier life, is what I started to do, is to, number one, be authentic. Be authentic to yourself. Be true to yourself, okay? Live a truthful life. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Live your life as authentic as possible, okay? So that means stepping out of the crowd and finding things that you love that make you happy, and not what is in or what's cool or what your friend likes, because that was me. I was always following the crowd, a people pleaser, never really knew much about myself or what were my hobbies, passions, what did I like, you know? Like, I never knew that. I never allowed myself to really cultivate that within. And I realized to actually start being happier, you have to step out of the crowd. You have to step out of the matrix, okay? You gotta start being more true to yourself. You gotta start doing things that make you happy. You gotta start following your heart. You gotta start really living authentically within you, okay? So that the most important thing you can do in being authentic is live in your heart. It's not as easy as it is. I realize that I'm someone who lives and overthinks and just lives in their head and ruminates in their head, and it's can't believe that was me my whole life. But the one thing I started realizing is that you gotta be happy, and the only way to be happy is to tap into that happiness. Where does it reside? In your emotions. Where do our emotions get cultivated? In our heart, specifically our heart chakra. So you gotta start tuning into your heart, start tuning into your heart chakra to really know who you are. Start asking yourself those questions. Like, I had to ask myself the question, who am I? And I was like, at this age, I'm actually asking myself this. But once you start asking questions, you'll get answers. So I started asking myself, like, who am I? What makes me happy? What did I come here to do? You know, is this all that I'm meant to be doing with my life? Because I realized that I live standardly, okay? Just giving you a background of my life. Always been that good kid. I went to school, got a matric certificate, matriculated, or in America that they say diploma, I don't know, but I'm in South Africa, so I matriculated, and I went to varsity. I got a degree, and I started working, and that's when you think you've made it, right? And I told myself, okay, once I'm done with studying, because I wasn't happy when I was studying, I wasn't happy with what I was doing, but I was like, I'm here anyway, and it's fine. When I start working, I'm going to be happy. Once that money starts coming in, honey, I'm going to be happy. Didn't come. Happiness didn't come. And I'm like, okay, shit. That's when I actually started going through a spiritual awakening, or tuning to myself more spiritually, when I started asking myself these questions, because I thought that everything was just going to make sense when I was done with this certain area in my life. And so the number one thing I can tell you to do, guys, really is to just start going on the journey within. Find yourself. Know who you are. It's okay to not know yourself as well. Don't be embarrassed. I was embarrassed. Like, oh my gosh. People like know what they want in their life, and I'm just kind of still not sure. It's okay to not be sure. But that just means that you need to spend some time alone. You need to spend some time cultivating your desires and figuring out what it is that you love, okay? And yes, another important thing to do to be happier is to cultivate your desires and your passions. What do you love to do? Literally anything. Okay, if you like drawing, draw. If you've always had a desire to be, I don't know, a fashion designer or whatever, cultivate that. Go do a class. You want to sing, join the choir, join the community choir. Go to get some lessons, do something. Like, do things that make you happy. Cultivate your passions. What are your passions? For me, I realized that I've always loved writing. I've always been very creative. I'm left-handed. I naturally can just create words in my head, like a story in my head, like that. Dramatic, everything, but I never ever used to kind of really cultivate it. Write that story down, write a book, and these are things that I'm starting to cultivate within me, because I'm realizing, why not? What's stopping me? What's stopping me from actually writing? And I also started writing poetry. I've always had this natural gift of just rhyming and creating songs from my head, and it'll be catchy as fuck as well. But it was just a natural gift that I had. And I realized that more than anything, what's really stopping me from cultivating that myself. So if you're like me and you're someone that's in their way, like, get out of your own way. Like, really get out of your own way and do things that make you happy, okay? And don't be too concerned about other people as well. We're not here to please people. We're not getting any brownie points on being a martyr, okay? You gotta take care of you. You really do. Otherwise, you won't learn the hard way. If you neglect yourself, then that's the energy that you're going to attract from other people, from the universe, and your life is going to feel like a mug. When you start honoring yourself, when you start loving yourself, good things come your way. Trust and believe that, okay? So, yeah, I had to be more authentic. I had to cultivate my passions, okay? And another thing as well, to be happy, be grateful. Be grateful for the things that you do have. Live in a more gratitudinal, I don't know if that's a word, but it should be a more gratitudinal attitude. Show gratitude, because end of the day, we all have things to be grateful for. Whether it's little things, there's a saying that you should count your blessings. If you count your blessings, they will multiply. And I believe that. I believe it more than anything, that when you count your blessings, they will multiply, because you're living in the energy of gratitude. You're realizing what you have, and you will get more. Right? So live in that energy. Be grateful for the things that you have. Be grateful even from the dark things that you can't overcome, because you should be grateful because you're no longer there. Don't live in the energy of, oh, but I went through this. I used to be like that. I went through this. I went through that. I'm like, no, I'm grateful that I went through that, because I came out like this. I'm grateful for that I rose from that, And also just be grateful for all the good things that you have, because you do have good things. Don't look at your neighbor's things. Look at your things, because they're yours, and be grateful for them, okay? Because easy come, easy go. Things can go, So show gratitude for what you do have, because it's also of value, So I started living and embodying that a whole lot more, and I started really loving and just accepting and being more happier within me when I started embodying all of that. And yeah, these are my very simple steps to be happy, and really it's not, there's no manual to it. It's just really being grateful and really just honoring yourself, and that's how you become more happier. And the last thing as well that I did, I started doing affirmations. All right, so if you don't know what affirmations are, I'm probably gonna do a video in detail about what affirmations are. But affirmations are basically words that you will repeat to yourself, okay, trying to gain attention from the universe and to your higher self, and just showing gratitude and positive words. So it's just, I want you to focus on using positive affirmations, because that's what I used to do. The one thing I realized is that the tongue is powerful, okay? There's a African proverb in Zulu that says umlomo uyadala, which is, in translated, it means the mouth can create. Okay, so the tongue is very powerful. The ancients knew this, okay? So start using words in your favor. That's basically what an affirmation is. Using a word in your favor. Using words to attract what you want in your life. So I started using affirmations saying that I love myself, I matter, I'm important, I am abundance. Abundance is my natural state. I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm evolving, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful, I'm this and that. Start using words, especially with I am, because I am is the most powerful vibrational word you can use. Okay, and use positive words, whatever it is that you want to be. I'm a strong queen. Wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I am a strong queen. And trust and believe that energy will exude into you, because you start honoring it yourself. You start realizing those words actually start becoming a reality. Because as I say, the tongue is powerful. The mouth can create. So what you say is what you can become. So that's things that I started doing to make myself really appreciate and life and become a happier person. Okay, so it's not always got to do with what you can get, what you can access externally. A lot of happiness really comes from within. That is a saying that people say, I'm like, what? Money can make you happy, this can make you happy. Those are attributes to happiness, but it has to come within. Okay, because money will fade, and if you weren't really happy within, what you will lose. So learn to cultivate happiness within you. Okay, so I hope you liked this video. If it helped you, please give it a thumbs up, and please comment and subscribe. So thank you for coming to my channel, and peace and love to you, and I'm wishing you all the happiness in the world.